I got a phone call from the Bristol Township police that my son was dead. He leaves behind 4 children, 2 sisters, and family and friends that have a void that will never be filled.
That's not the call that Leonard Spearing was expecting when he sent his son to 616 Coventry Avenue in October of 2015. It was the same unexpected call that Angelina Mundy received 6 months earlier, days after her daughter moved into 616 Coventry Avenue.
Katelynn died June 2nd, 2015, and she left behind 2 beautiful young boys, Gabriel Michael and Elijah Malachi.
This is the news parents of drug addicts worry they'll hear. But like Leonard Spearing and Angela Mundy, they don't expect to hear it when they send their kids to what they believe is a recovery house, a stable, drug-free transitional home for recovering substance abusers. While Leonard and Katelynn were found dead of a drug overdose in the same house, neither parent knew the other existed until this news organization brought them together. And both parents had more in common besides drug-addicted children.
Drove him to the recovery house, wrote a check for 1 week residence, and they told me that would cover the meals and he would be responsible for cooking, and they had a big pantry and everything.
Township records tell a different story, as does the owner, who claims it was never a recovery house. But records show the owner, Raymond Pramove Jr., wanted to open a recovery house last year, but was rejected. He was also cited for renting rooms without township certification and junk on his property.
I thought this was a legitimate recovery house. I was reassured by the owner. He told me that, recovery is like a hill. And when we're going up the hill, some of us struggle, and then the others help us out. I wish that had happened.
He assured me that he looks after them, he helps them, he'll get them to and from meetings, drive them to NA meetings, AA, whatever they needed, and sort of oversee their recovery.
911 records as far back as 2012 show that emergency dispatchers referred to 616 Coventry Avenue as a recovery house. The discharge papers from a Philadelphia rehab facility also described 616 Coventry Avenue as a recovery house.
I believe that for parents, you need to ensure that any home your child goes to, that it is abiding as a recovery house and follows any laws or stipulations mandatory for it to be such.
State officials say recovery houses operate as unregulated entities without any outside oversight or accountability. This lack of regulation leaves all the responsibility on parents of drug addicts and the addicts themselves to find good programs. But as Leonard and Angela learned the hard way with their children, good recovery houses are hard to find, leaving families fearing the call. Reporting from Bristol Township, this is Ciavaglia.